Om Namah Shivaya, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. This is Veronica, and this is where we pull back the galactic veil so that we may see with greater clarity. I hope you all are doing amazingly whenever you're catching this video. Holy Spirit, be here now. Thank you. Thank you again for coming back to my channel. I want to give a quick shout out to all of the viewers out there who've been supporting my spiritual work. This would not be possible without you, and this would not be possible without the Holy Spirit. All right, let's tap in. Feeling called to the astrology cards first. This is the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. Okay. I have a nice little stack out here first. First card is Scorpio. Happy Scorpio season. Today's October 23rd. Scorpio and first house, the body, you could be a Scorpio rising. Fire element. Fires of desire is the key word here. And the sixth house, routine. I was feeling Martian energy as soon as I saw that fire element. So here's Mars, force. Mars is the traditional planetary ruler of Scorpio. You could have a Scorpio Mars. I believe that Mars is currently in Scorpio, actually. And this is all tropical astrology, by the way. So sorry if you are a sidereal practitioner. But so far, this is saying that there's something really fired up in your routine. Sixth house for Scorpio is Aries. You could have an Aries Mars, which also Mars is the planetary ruler of Aries. So this is very masculine energy. And please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'm feeling called to say that because you could be feminine identifying and still carry masculine energy. So maybe you are pinpointing something inside your body that you're noticing more in terms of like true acceptance for exactly how you are. Okay, this card, Yod. This was Solar Eclipse Revolution. Yod, and the bottom card is Gemini, I think. So Gemini is the 8th house from Scorpio. At the bottom we have Black Moon, Lilith, the mystery.
It's not in here.
Take a sip of coffee without interruption. I'm getting that it's like your destiny to be interrupted by something. It's your destiny to overthink. It's like your brain wants to be in overdrive, and that's going to be a catalyst for you to begin moving in a different direction. because this is really big transformational energy. It's like you're transforming not only your physical body, maybe you're moving more, but you're also transforming the way that you think. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? That's what I just heard. Yeah. The catalyst is coming in as this dark feminine. It's like you identify this dark feminine in your life who is bringing about too much overthinking. It's like too much busy mental energy. All I know is that whoever this reading is for, there's definitely some sort of irritant in your life and you're getting ready to move away from it. It's like you no longer identify with that person in any way. Maybe you have blood ties, sure, but you've just finished up that position. You know, this is your work, your vocation, your artistry. I transform my work. 3 of Pentacles. Maybe you're transforming like exactly how you show up and do something. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. You're going to be trying something new. And the Knight of Pentacles. You're going to do your due diligence and you're going to take your time because it is what you want to do. I'm just getting that whatever it is that you do for work, you need your body in tip-top shape for it. There's so many Pentacles out here. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles on the fire element to the 6th house routine. By you maintaining your due diligence and continuing down the path that you have chosen, the path that your soul truly is calling you down, yeah, it's like you answering your soul's call. This is your true calling. And the Ace of Pentacles, no way, on Mars force. The minute you start fresh, like maybe you'll have a new setup or you're switching offices or something. Oh, this is too many cards, but we're gonna scry anyway. A little light housekeeping here. My nose is running. We have the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Wands. You could have felt like you were carrying such a huge burden mentally. This is like a huge, heavy mental load, big multitasking energy, but you pulled it off really well. It's just like, even though you pull off that multitasking energy, you are still feeling like you're stuck or operating, like I'm getting that you're operating in off hours. Like your timing just isn't exactly there yet. Or maybe it's that there was something that was revealed to you. 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. There was something revealed to you that was keeping you stuck within that environment of really needing to carry the mental load of everybody around you, but you hated it. It made you feel completely trapped in that environment. So I'm getting like squirreling away money. Maybe you're saving for a rainy day. A day where you can feel free and fulfilled. So that's really what I'm getting. You could be starting to pick up more business in your dream job. Another thing that I'm getting from this sidebar reading is from the energy of the dark feminine aspect that could be interrupting you, is that like they are the ones who are keeping you emotionally bound, or like bound in servitude in some way, and they're coveting the, like, you're saving them so much money and they want to keep you stuck in that situation, and they're doing everything that they can to do so. Let's see. Knight of Cups with Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands with Yod Destiny. This is going to be another little sidebar reading here out on the side, because I just need one more card to fit this spot. But, you know, with this sidebar reading over here, keeping you stuck and bound, carrying a mental load, you are someone else's fulfillment, but it makes you feel trapped. It's only one-sided. And I'm seeing in here that while you were toiling away, saving your pentacles for a rainy day, you found something so valuable within yourself. It's like you found your self-worth, even though maybe you didn't have many pentacles, but you found a different thing to value. And that was the fuel in your fire to build a stable foundation, which is your destiny anyway. It's like Knight of the Holy Grail coming in to revolutionize your life. And you did make up your mind. You had to cut one thing away. Like, notice that they had the Ten of Cups. Well, you took one cup away, and I believe it's the cup that the Knight of Cups is holding. You just needed 1 out of 10. And the other person, you know, is still happy, and you're able then to walk away from the entire situation. It's like you gave enough of yourself to satisfy this, I'm getting like a past life karmic debt that you had to this person's soul. This is very much 8th house themes, which represents other people's money and like property and things like that. And what you do in that realm, dealing with things that don't belong to you, but you are still somehow energetically tied to, from either things that happened in this life or past lives. And you in this specific reading are aligning with the part of your destiny that lets you build a separate foundation for yourself, away from, you know, whatever karmic feminine energies have shown up for you to take care of specifically. And you're able to leave whatever that means for you. You're able to move on. And that's a direct order from God Most High. Interesting. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card, please, Spirit. This one wants 8 of Wands. Coming in really fast. Really fast. You're going to start getting ideas on how to safely move out of the way, out of the situation. I'm being told just say yes. You know, this is day 5 in the red magnetic moon wave spell in Mayan cosmology. And this wave spell is all about being in flow and being in balance with your 3 states of 3-dimensional consciousness, which is your earth, your body, your wind, your breath, and your sea, your water, your emotions. And what that means to be in triplicity and in balance and in flow. The 4th element, the fire, is here on the table. This is sort of tying into my reading yesterday about the 4 angels of the 4 directions. So we call upon Archangel Michael with your flaming sword to the east. Hail. Thank you for your service. We call upon Archangel Gabriel with his silver chalice to the south. Hail, and thank you for your service. We call upon Archangel Raphael to the west, land of the setting sun. With your flaming wand. Thank you for your service. And lastly, we call upon Archangel Uriel to the north with your shining pentacle of earth. We thank you for your service. And as you breathe in, you hold that wand. And you hold that power. You return to face the east. You complete the circle. Beautiful. I really want to use Mariel Tarot. Three of Pentacles on the Three of Pentacles on Scorpio. You could be literally creating new life or creating a business around children. 5 of Wands on Page of Pentacles and first house, the body. The 5 of Wands in this tarot deck reminds me of the 8 of Wands, where it represents moving swiftly towards something. But traditionally, 5 of Wands has a meaning of fighting with people or arguing. But what I'm really getting is that you are able to finally move towards completion of old stagnant cycles. So it's like whenever you are up to bat, whenever you are picking up this new task or this new vocation, you will mentally and physically be able to like remain on task. Death, Knight of Pentacles, and the fire element, desire. What was I just talking about? Completion. I get that other people aren't even going to be able to recognize you. Like, it's like your current energy versus your past energy and how they knew you before is totally different. Totally different. I have to cover most of this card up, but it is the Ace of Discs, which we have out here twice. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Discs. This is coming out on top of the King of Pentacles in the 6th house. Wow. I mean, they're literally going to see you in King energy showing up here. 2 of Wands on the Ace of Pentacles and Mars Force. And at the bottom, it's the 8 of Discs, which is the work. It is remaining peaceful in times of great challenge, in times of great chaos. I'm just getting that a lot of people are looking at you now like you figured it out. You've transcended beyond death through your diligent hard work. The Magician. As I was called to go through the 4 directions of the medicine wheel with our 4 archangelic friends, you fill your cup now with the waters from Mother Mary. And these celestial waters magnetize the Holy Host. The Knight of Cups transforms now into the Magician holding this same cup. It's like you moved from place to place to place to place, but still kept this cup, no matter what. Perhaps it's some sort of a totem for you. Oh, he's holding a Merkaba. Maybe your cup transformed into a Merkaba as soon as you magnetize the heavenly host to you. High Priestess. She's holding the fire. On the 4 of Wands and Yod, Destiny. Wow. I'm just seeing each of these trees. One is the Magician and the other is the High Priestess, and they grow together. In the Wheel of Fortune. On top of the 8 of Wands and Gemini, I think. The Emperor at the bottom. Wow. So again, not only are you showing up in completely new, renewed energy, but you energize other people just whenever you walk into a room. It's like they can sense that there is something deeply different about you, and it's because you're showing up deeply devotional to yourself, your task, your mission from spirit. And you're doing it by filling your body with the fires and the light, fires of the Holy Spirit. It could be that's what you're building your foundation upon. And because you operated through duality, understanding the principles of it, you're able to reorganize values from Chokmah and Bina on the tree of life. You are operating through the Torah. And you're following your divine blueprint to a point that allows you to really just be the most successful person at what you do. The Emperor. Top of the class is what I heard. Top of the class. Top of the morning to you. Septagram and root chakra. Yeah, deep alchemical process. You could have been doing this for years. Septagram and root chakra. You've done a lot of work on your fight or flight mechanism, and you've learned how to stay with something until the very end. You know, you've learned how to see a job through. You could also work very closely with death. But it was by paying homage to the art of death and dying. You could work in hospice. Yeah, Halil in the moon. We had the moon come out in that sidebar reading. It was like trapped by the moon. Trapped by how you were nurtured and how you nurture others. That's what you've done a lot of work on. You've worked on your empathetic muscle, and you became really good at hearing other people out. Taurus, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Mars. You know how they say actions speak louder than words? That may be true, but the words still precede the action 9 times out of 10. It's like you were there for somebody while they were transitioning through death, crossing that bridge, entering the realm of the unseen. And maybe you looked at their life in review. You know, Taurus and Mars, interesting. Mars, fire, fire. You looked at what that flame of their soul had created. Or you. Maybe this is you in life review. You look at what your soul had created in this lifetime. There's too many cards here. Ouroboros and heart chakra. At the bottom is Netzach. The cycles that your heart has been going through with divine victory. Also Venus. Venus rules Taurus. The moon is exalted in Taurus. And Taurus is the sign that follows after Aries. Since we have so much Martian energy out here, you know, it also opposes Scorpio. We have some very interesting geometry out here. I'm getting like 7th house partnership. Coming to an understanding with a partner, or going from one stage of life to the next with a partner. I'm getting that you two coming together as the High Priestess and the Magician, growing together is healing your hearts. Yes, notice I said hearts, plural. You guys are healing each other through your value systems and through working together. You could meet somebody in the same line of work as you, and maybe it seems like you two have like a difference of opinion over something, but whenever you open your mind and allow the veils to drop, you can see that you guys both really have the same common goal in mind, but perhaps like different types of managing, or maybe different timing to your method, or there's just something a little bit different from how you guys go about completing a project to like whenever it compares to one another. But if you can put your differences aside and really come together on it, you're going to be extremely successful, and you might even create some sort of like new method to how it's done in the future. Pluto. This is such heavy scorpionic energy, you guys, because there's a ton of transformation, there's a ton of internal alchemy and external alchemy, you know, as within, so without, as above, so below, and everything in between. It is an infinite amount of infinity. It is all of time and space pulled into a vacuum together and reorganized in accordance to divine law and divine will, divine beauty and divine victory. And it's all transforming here on the planet Earth. Wheel of Fortune, the Ouroboros, ending of cycles, moving into a new way that things are done through the body. You're redefining, reorganizing. That's a lot of RE words, and typically we reserve those words for retrograde, another RE. Saturn and Neptune retrograding into Pisces. You know, I'm getting that whenever those two planets meet in February 2026, we're going to see a lot of the wheels that were stuck, you know, just keep plugging along, because those wheels won't be stuck for much longer. Yep. Maintain your speed, maintain your course. I want to get these ones. Chakra Wisdom Oracle. This last deck was the Oracle of Ascendance. Before that, Marielle Tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot. And at the beginning of the video, I did mention the Black Moon Oracle cards. Okay, this one wants to. Impasse. Like I said, you could be feeling like the wheels are stuck right now. Maybe like Two of Wands, the wheels grew in with the foliage around you. But if you work to free what binds you, if you work on how you process your grief, how you grieve before the end, or how you accept the end and move on. I like this one. Gossip. People could be gossiping about you, you know, making you feel like you don't have the power of the four directions under your wings, that you don't work with this death energy willingly and actively because it represents new beginnings for you in the quantum realm. So yes, you may have died 1,000 times just this lifetime alone, metaphorically. Abundance. Gossip and abundance. They're gossiping about your abundance. They're gossiping about your spiritual rank. Maybe they feel like you don't deserve it and gaslit you to feel like you don't deserve it. Because they're jealous of you, but you're carrying this deep forgiveness energy. This is Earth Goddess accepting that they have an inner child wound that they haven't quite healed like you have. And this could be your service to spirit, is assisting other beings with their own inner child healing. You could offer this through soul regression. You could offer this through a separate perception from what those other people have, you know. A sharing of your perception can be extremely valuable. Maybe people ask you for advice all the time, and it's because they know you're passionate about your path. Completion at the bottom. There's heavy death energy in this reading. My condolences if anybody that you know has passed. I'm just honestly seeing a funeral scene, and people are talking about how much you've changed after they saw you, you know. Funerals are just one of those things that people who haven't seen each other in a long time, they all gather and catch up with one another in one form of or another. And it could be that you are coming together with somebody over a common bond, which was this person who had passed, and you spoke with so-and-so and realized a deep forgiveness in your heart because maybe you've changed, but they haven't, and they just can't relate to you, so they want to talk about you. It's pretty common. But you just say, please, Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And that's really how you're showing up, is like, you've transcended past these other people who are talking about your progress, or like trying to compare you to them, or compare you to some idea that they thought that you were, and then you burst their bubble just by 100% showing up as your authentic self. And they don't know how to take that, but it's not your problem to process what they can't. It's your job to continue to be of service and showcase this ray of forgiveness, because that will touch people in unforeseen ways that will allow them to process this same energy that had you stuck, seemingly. You know, that's for you to bust through, so other people can also bust through it with greater ease. That is your service. I mean, you're a trailblazer here, and you're uncovering a lot of hidden things by light of the moon. You know, you're breaking so many curses. I'm getting, you're breaking curses, and I just love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, one more set. Let's get Thoth Tarot. Princess of Wands. She who dances with the tiger. I love that card. I love that card. It's similar to Page of Wands. And you know, when the Page of Wands comes out, it just tells me that you're going to be gifted with an opportunity. You were at this impasse, but now you're gifted with an opportunity. Wow. Princess of Wands and Ace of Wands. You're going to be given a really fiery, awesome opportunity, and it's coming in extremely fast. Okay, this one's sideways. Three of Cups, abundance. And the art card, deep alchemy. Wow. Art, abundance, the moon. I like this one on the bottom. Prince of Swords. Unforgiveness. Taurus, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Mars. Prince of Swords, Princess of Wands. I'm getting that you taking up this new opportunity after you moved on from the grind. It's like this is your big break. Your big break to be of service. 1, 2, 3. Two of Discs, change. Four of Cups, luxury. Nine of Cups, happiness. Your service to bringing about the necessary changes and transformations to not only your life, but the lives of people around you is going to put you in luxury and happiness. And the way that you dish out your art in abundance is through Prince of Swords energy. You could, I'm just getting like virtual work, something that deals with sharing your communication in a quick fashion. It's like you communicate and provide such fast service to people because you know how to target your perception. You know how to target your perceptual awareness so quickly that it's like almost scary fast. You have an extremely quick quantum computer in between your two ears. And while you hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, you get right to the core of the light and you can stoke that flame so that the other being has an immediate Kundalini awakening, an immediate response. It's like you can talk out blocks to other people's chakra systems with them in your work, and they immediately receive the flow of energy through that chakra system in order for them to bring themselves into balance. At the bottom, we have Five of Cups. Disappointment. Yeah, and that's kind of it, is like you're able to figure out where a person has this underlying feeling that they just can't get to the bottom of. Yeah, again, I'm getting past life regressionist. Whoever you are. That could be something that you get into for vocation. But I think I'm going to leave the reading here, you guys. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments below if you resonated with this. And while I was, giving the reading, if you had any idea what this new direction could be for you, just give me a thumbs up. A lot of what I speak about and the examples that I give, more times than not, can be translated into multiple areas of life. So the story that Spirit assists me in painting for you, the listener, the watcher, can be a vast array of different things. So again, press the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Press the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below if you'd like a private reading. I offer BQH sessions, which is past life regression therapy, and I offer private psychic investigation readings. Om Namah Shivaya, my friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye.